Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. This is episode 17. Last time, we visited Soltjer's Pass and obtained a control rod for a golem. And then we came to Honleith Village for said golem, saved some people that were surviving in the cellar from a darkspawn attack, and we got a golem out of it, Shale. So we got a new companion. Our party is looking quite large and hard to manage on who I actually want to bring with me on my journeys, but I will try my very best to try and balance things out. Like, for example, Alistair and Morrigan are resting right now. We have Leliana and Shale just from the end of last episode, and I'll be curious to see how a golem engages in combat. We got a lot of really cool abilities. Shale's tactics, however, are, we're not able to get really the full brunt, the full extent of everything in here. But I feel like a golem should be aggressive and maybe like a scrapper. So a scrapper goes, interestingly enough, that I haven't actually customized the tactics yet, and it was like custom and it had different stuff in there, which was really strange. But I feel like we'll go for an aggressive scrapper, and then we might do some more manual control of certain skills or talents, I should say, because we have like the warrior talents that I'm familiar with between Sten and Alistair, but Shale has some unique abilities, which is really cool. So I want to take a read of these and have a look, because we've got some things that doesn't even look like they're in the quick bar yet. A mode that allows offensive talents, taking a penalty to defense in exchange for a bonus to damage. With Slam, Shale gains an additional bonus to damage. With Quake, Shale gains a bonus to armor penetration. With Killing Blow, there's an even greater bonus to damage. So we've got Slam and Quake. So there's, we've used Slam, I believe, when we were a golem in the Fade. So an automatic critical hit and knocks the target back. Shale gains an additional bonus to damage whenever Pulverizing Blows is active. And Quake is armor penetration. Multiple shockwaves. Stoneheart, defensive talents, and gains bonuses to armor and elemental resistances, while nearby enemies become more likely to target Shale. Bellow, Stone Roar, and Regenerating Burst increase the effects. Stone Roar also gives Shale a bonus to health regen, and Regenerating Burst gives a bonus to health regen and stamina regen, which is pretty cool. So we've got a mixture of offensive and defensive sort of talents that can be used depending on what we go for. We've got Rock Mastery, which allows ranged attack talents. A large bonus against missile attacks, but suffering penalties to defense, armor, and melee crit chance. Party members also gain a bonus to ranged critical chance and ranged attack speed. So Shale mixed in with some mages or an archer is pretty good there. With Hurl Rock and Rock Barrage, the bonuses for party members increase. With Earthen Grasp, Shale's bonus against missile attacks increases, and enemies become more likely to attack others. There you go. So you can have enemies attack Shale, or kind of divert that attention elsewhere. Stone Aura, a support mode that imbues nearby party members with bonuses to attack, defense, and health regen. So that's actually quite cool. It says that the range is personal, but because that it's an aura, it affects nearby companions, which is neat. With other talents in the chain, Shale gains bonuses to armor and to resist hostile spells, and party members gain bonuses to most statistics. However, the aura paralyzes Shale and imposes a personal penalty to defense as well as draining stamina. With Renewed Assault, nearby enemies suffer penalties to attack, defense, and movement speed. Wow, so almost have like Shale become this rock of like buffing companions, debuffing enemies, which is really interesting. And Inner Reserves, Shale gains a bonus to armor. Party members within the aura receive additional bonuses. Renewed Assault, which is bonuses to armor and resisting spells, and then more bonuses to enemies. Enemies who enter the aura suffer their penalties. And then Supernatural Resilience, which we haven't unlocked yet. is quite cool. So that's even more defense. I really like Shale's abilities, and I'm curious to see how they're going to play out in a combat scenario. For now, we leave Honleith. We'll leave Honleith Village behind, a brand new location added to the map specifically for us to get Shale. And I guess we determine what is the best next move. Okay. Best next move, kill the town chicken. All right, love that. Cool. We're going back to the party camp first and foremost. Because Shale is here now. Where's Shale at? Okay, Shale hangs out there. Now, I don't know. We have to learn more about Shale before we can figure out what gift Shale likes. But I feel like we should be able to maybe like look into our gear and maybe identify what it could potentially be. But also, who knows? So Sten likes paintings. We got a few of those, which is awesome. This would go straight for Leliana for sure. Alcohol goes to Zev. What would... I wonder if we even have anything. I mean, gifts of gems potentially, but none of these are gifts. Some of them are, but that'll be interesting. I guess we'll have to see what Bowden is selling. How we've checked some of those gifts, and there was the first episode where I ever had a look at those. There were a couple of names that I read that I've literally already forgotten the name of, which is good. So I'm avoiding going into that. We got some good guesses on what Sten would like and what Zev would like by going just like, this is probably what they would like, which was good, which allowed us to get their approval ratings up higher than probably would ever happen naturally. We're going to talk to Shale, but obviously our approval is at 0 right now, so there's not much to do there, you know? So we'll see what we can get.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Ah, nice. Shale approves for us already having crystals. I like that. What's with the heavy sighs?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Okay. Glad to know you care, at least.
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
I'm assuming it hates pigeons because it's probably had numerous amounts of bird shit on it for years and years and years that gets cleaned off periodically. The fucking just literally looks at a chicken. I'ma kill it. I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
See, the truth of the matter is, The only other golem I know is the one that I was. I've never met another golem before. Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? Huh. It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree. Being a golem would be handy. I don't know if I agree with that. If you say so.
I do. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Still an approval, however. Still an approval. There you go. There's some approval points for us. For Shale, I'll take it. We're at a plus 12. We'll eventually get higher up on that, depending on how we go, and then I will, at some point, maybe even figure out what type of gifts we can get for Shale too. We have no idea at this point. I can speak to Bowden and see if I can identify what it would like.
I can do for you, please.
So let's have a look, right? This is my gear. Hold on. Let's see if I can identify it by looking at this alone. Let's see. Do you reckon? Oh, absolutely, right? Absolutely a pet rock. Someone has painted a pair of eyes and a goofy smile on this rock. Absolutely, right? It's got to be. What else? Could it be just the pet rock? Scented soap? I don't think a golem has a need for soap. Ah. Uncrushable pigeon. This pigeon coos happily, apparently comfortable in the knowledge that no force could ever crush it. That would get so much disapproval, wouldn't it? Because it would give no satisfaction to Shale to have a pigeon that could not be crushed. I reckon pet rock has got to be it. Well, we know where to go if we're ever in desperate need of some approval, I think. Now, in terms of where we're going to go and what we're going to do, I feel like it could be good for us to go to some locations like the Brazilian outskirts. I think we've got a few things to do over there. The Ban Lorenz lands, I think, is also DLC related. I think this got added after we did some DLC stuff. Let's go to the Brazilian outskirts, I think. We're currently here. Logically, going to the village of Haven is more close by. And then into the Frostback Mountains, potentially. But let's check out the Brazilian outskirts. Now we're going to take... God, party too big. There's still more space on here. There's still more space. Let's bring...
Yes.
See, this is how we kind of have to rock it. You either bring Sten, Alistair, or Shale, because they're your one warrior. I'm already the rogue. And then from there you can kind of have two mages. Or a mage and a rogue. That's kind of how we're balancing it. I don't think I'll ever have more than two warriors. Because we'll have one warrior be the center of attention in combat, and then supporting and ranged attacks from there, you know?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to bring Zev. And here's the problem, is with wanting to use characters that I haven't really used that much. Like, for example, Zev is... I don't necessarily have all the greatest equipment in the world to give to him. Like, I can take stuff off of Leliana, perhaps, and then give it to him in terms of, like, armor. But then it just gets so annoying. Like, I'd rather just have characters have their own stuff. We've still got Wynn and Morrigan in their default mage robes. The edge of the Brazilian forest, the dangers of which are well recorded in local legends. I guess we'll take Zev and we'll see how it goes, but he's not very well equipped. Like, what does he have? He got a longsword and a crowjagger, which is interesting in itself. He got his own belt of mixed metal rounds. He doesn't have a helmet. And I don't have anything that he can upgrade to at this time. So naturally, he's going to be a liability in combat, but I'm curious to see his how he operates. Because he got the assassin traits. Again, it automatically goes to custom, which is quite interesting. Let's have him be... I'm not sure. This is an interesting one. I'm not sure what he should be. We've got Shale being aggressive. Cautious is interesting. If not engaged in combat, the character will try to stay close to the player. The party member will flee the location of a harmful AoE. That's quite good. Party member will not fight back when attacked in melee combat, will try to run. Well, that's not good. We could have Zev be cautious so he doesn't get in trouble, and then when he's not the target of an attack can kind of slide on in there. You know, so if there's one where it's the enemy is attacking the main character, it doesn't attack, but I think we're going to change this to Scrapper. So it's got Mark of Death, Flurry, Dual Weapon Sweep, Dirty Fighting, and Deadly Strike. I think that is much better. See how that works. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Jump scare? Fucking spiderling jump scare? Hey Morrigan.
I am ready.
Show him what you got. Show him what you got, Morrigan. Fuck him up. Morrigan is now a spider.
You will be
Morrigan getting involved in this combat.
noises.
Look at Zev's cautious nature, being attacked and just standing there menacingly and taking that damage instead. Well, he tried. I tried to put him on cautious so he wouldn't get in trouble. There you go. How did it feel to murder a bunch of spiders? Is that good, Morrigan?
Much to do.
Okay. You ever just be walking on the path and then you just get ambushed by a bunch of spiders? Because same. Bloody corpse. With some elf fruit on it.
I shall do it.
Look at these cobwebs. Oh, there's still more of them.
As you say.
Trying to end their pathetic little...
Oh, I'm webbed. I am webbed.
No quarter shall be given.
Wild. Let's have a look in the pile of filth. For a small grease trap. Oh, cocooned corpses. This is amazing, the spider forests. I hate spiders. But this is great. Atmosphere wise this is amazing.
It has begun.
We're not going to question how my dwarf has the capability to just jump super high in the air to get that, obviously. There's going to be more. There's going to be more.
Very well.
I'm webbed. Go, Zev, go.
Battle I see.
Look at the two rogues front stabbing. What a dream. Oh, he's actually doing it. He's getting them from behind. Oh, and Morrigan's really good at Cone of Colding at the perfect moment where the spider was already dead. Well done, Morrigan. You show that spider that's already dead how cold it can get.
As you say.
I think I've been enjoying taking different party groups on non-main quest stuff, I suppose, is how I'm kind of balancing it. And then I think when we go into the main story stuff, I like having Alistair and Morrigan with me at the very least. And then I think Wynn being our healer and support mage is also really good. Oh, Queen Spider. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. What manner of beast is this? Oh, Shale just punched that one to death. Not even a fucking... Zev's dead, because I'm not paying attention. Zev is a very cautious individual, as you can see. His cautious tactics are so good.
You will not fear me.
Good Cone of Cold. Nice. Zev, you did great, buddy. This is Zev's initiation, obviously. He's doing great. He's trying his best.
Shall be done.
Puts Zev on cautious tactics. I guess it must be because of the whole scrapper mentality, but it says when he gets attacked, he's just trying to run away. The second time, this time he was webbed, so that makes sense, but the first time, I think he was just standing there. This is his first time in a fight, obviously. Nice spider woods. That was fun. I liked that.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Oh, I need the help of the elves, don't I? This is a main location, isn't it? I'm getting sidetracked if in that case, if this is a main area. I was like, oh, we'll do some additional stuff in here. Because I need the help of the elves. But we need our Lehman to wake up, don't we? We should probably go do the Urn of Sacred Ashes. There's so much to do. Getting overwhelmed. Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I will tell that to your leader and no one else.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests.
Lovely. It's a whole colony.
Great. Wow. I've got the friendliest group with me right now.
And a hound amongst them. As if we haven't had enough problems with such creatures. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
I come representing the Grey Wardens.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan. Its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Mapo. A pleasure to meet you.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
Jesus.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
The classic, I need your help. We also are fucked. Can you help? Yes, I will now help you. The classic exchange of shit's fucked. There are actual werewolves in the forest.
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. Packs of possessed wolves akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this.
Let me at him. Why did these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Maybe they aren't as unintelligent as you think.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
But you're going to ask me to get it anyhow, right?
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Okay. You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Interesting. Okay. I need some equipment. I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Okay. How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
Okay. So if a werewolf bites me, then I will become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Okay. How do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
Okay. I want to ask about something else.
Go on then.
I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Creator's speed on your way. Okay, we're in the Dalish camp. And Witherfang is a thing. Witherfang is, according to the keeper Zathrian, a wolf. He is no ordinary wolf, however. He is a wolf possessed by a powerful spirit and the source of the werewolf curse that plagues the Brazilian forest. While Witherfang is hundreds of years old and very powerful in his own right, the only way to end his curse is to cut out his heart and bring it to Zathrian. Keeper Zathrian. It is said that elves lived in Ferelden long before any others set foot there, and though most of their knowledge has been lost, it falls to the keeper of each clan to preserve what they have. Zathrian is an old, severe elf with little love for outsiders, but his clan is facing a more trying enemy than most. Cool. Giant spider. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin because of magical disturbances or a great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take control over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts, however. Some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the Fade, tainting such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger and more potent creatures than they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few, and the full range of their abilities are unknown. Cool. We have a quest to do here, which is Nature of the Beast, to slay Witherfang and bring his heart to Zathrian. We've got 3 quests to do here, and we've done a lot for the Isle of Redcliffe. We haven't gone to Orzammar yet, and I forgot that the Dalish were here, and this was a main quest thing, because we do have some side quest stuff to do here. So I'm actually going to double back, and we're going to go and pursue the Urn of Sacred Ashes. So I feel like it's better to dip your toes in one main quest at a time. We've got a few of these to do. So we're going to let these Dalish elves suffer a little bit more for now. I'm not going to even touch this place yet. Let's just pretend I didn't come here, okay? There's a lot to get here, and I think it's better if I just don't touch anything and we just leave. And then when I come back here properly, we can talk to everybody, do everything, and there won't be any sort of situation where I start going, have I interacted with that? Did I do this? Did I do that? Okay, so I'm just going to leave. Just close your eyes. We haven't spoken to anyone, and we're certainly not even visiting the Brazilian forest, because that's tied to a main quest, and I'm just going to leave. Thanks, everybody. I took one great look at your camp, and I like it.
Here is a question for the Painted Elf.
Painted Elf? Oh, that's me. Oh, I do like that.
Am I to understand correctly that the Painted Elf is a crow?
Not literally, but yes, I am a crow.
As in a bird?
Is there another sort?
So the Painted Elf assaults helpless statuary with its feces?
If given sufficient cause, why not?
That is outrageous. The Painted Elf will stay away from me, or else.
I get a lot of that.
I'm gonna like having Shale in my party for the party dialogue. I think that's really good. Okay. I'm gonna change. If we're doing main quest stuff and I'm going to the village of Haven, I need to change my party though. So I'm gonna take. I do have a reliability. I genuinely have a reliability on Win. So I'm gonna take Win over Morrigan. And we're gonna go Shale,
Yes.
Win, and Alistair. I think that's a good trio to take. So we're going to take those, and we are going to head to the village of Haven. This guy again. Old Tegrin.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can get you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Pretty sure he said that last time I asked. Because I'm a dwarf, do you give me... will you sell... Will you buy my things? Will you buy my things for more value than it's worth? It's very interesting that you can't have like a sort by value option. I think a sort by value option is literally kind of like a staple. It's like a quite literally a staple for selling things. It's strange. Alright, we're gonna sell some stuff that we don't need anyway. Because both Alistair and Sten, with their armor, kind of have better than anything that I own at the moment. And we're looking for good light armor for Zev, of which we don't have yet either. Do you have any toxin extract? It seems that you are just selling weapons and armor. So I'm just gonna have to say, miss me with that shit. Let's compare items with Zev. Anything in here? Maybe the leather boots. Nope. And I didn't expect as much. That's fine. Thank you for your service. You have a couple of lovely oxes. We're out of here. I like that you sometimes get like this dude showing up for like an opportunity to buy and sell on the road. Just in case you forgot with Bowden. Okay, we find ourselves in the village of Haven. And we definitely didn't go to the Brazilian forest. That was just a collective hallucination, I think, that we all had. We didn't check it out. And we'll go back there later.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
Okay. Very well, excuse me. So this is Haven.
What do you want?
Well, this is just a random guard, so I don't want to divulge all my information right now. I had some questions about Haven.
Ask and be on your way.
How long has Haven been here?
Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home.
Who is in charge of the village?
Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide.
A revered father, huh? That's new. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Okay. Are your traditions very different from ours? Well, they would be for a dwarf, wouldn't they?
Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities. Ask and be on your way.
Why haven't I heard of Haven before?
We keep to ourselves. We see no need to announce our presence to the world. It's more peaceful that way.
I don't need to know anything else about Haven.
Then perhaps you should return to the lowlands.
Mate, I would like to explore Haven for a while.
We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo.
I might have to go and ask the question then. Is there a brother Genetivi here?
Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed. I suggest you seek your brother elsewhere.
Why do you have a revered father? Priests are women.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Okay. Have you heard of the Urn of Sacred Ashes? I'm going to drop it.
The urn is nothing but a legend.
Brother Genetivi's research suggests that it may be more.
I do not know who Brother Genevieve is or what he says. However, I'm sure people can convince themselves of anything.
And you don't know if Brother Genevieve has come here?
No.
Very well, excuse me.
You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
Interesting. Is there something strange taking place here? Are we to believe it is just simply a town that wishes to keep to themselves? I do not know. I'm very curious. Gotta keep Shale away from this chicken over here, though. I like that it's like, you can trade at the shop. Don't treat this place like a zoo. Starts walking around immediately and picking up everything that I can find. Death of a Templar. A level up for that. The dry, dusty earth swallows up salty drops that splatter its surface. A tiny insect pauses, sensing the vibrations, and scurries off, leaving behind its invisible enemy. As the drops fall, the dark circles merge together, expressing a mirror to their creator. The primal emotions of bloodlust and sorrow blend into a lethal cocktail that breaks the strongest of men. The jurisdiction of strength must be left to the spirit, not arm nor chest. Only the wisest turn to his inner sanctuary to partition the mind from an all-consuming madness. Seductive voices whispering promise of glory, weighting down the weaker path of the flesh, bringing a death far worse than that of hot lead or steel. These blank, hollow promises will echo the unfathomable eternally. Living comfortably amongst material possessions is easy to misunderstand the true meaning of uncontrollable hate. Failing to understand the power of fighting against pure, unfaltering beliefs against foes that listen only to their soul. Uncontrollable hate. Influenced and thus removed from innocence, the scar is permanent and internal. The rain, now red, feeds the debt owed for actions past, seeking further into the earth as the mind draws slower. What was it that drew himself, to this situation? The mind ebbs and parts to a lingering memory of true innocence. He entered war as a newborn enters the world, unknowing of both the horrors and light of the maker that will save him. The sound of metal sliding along leather comes from above him. From the second he was born to his soon-to-be dying breath, his mind was processing and analyzing knowledge and experiences. Is it true that he thought he could be wise in his own eyes, but only the most humble recognizes that he knows very little? Bias, speculation, and all of false pretenses make way to the sound of the sweeping steel, and then finally, his soul, as ready as his eyes dry from this final understanding, he enters his promise of its purest form. From this final understanding enters his promise of its purest form. By Sir Andrew, Knight of Andraste and Templar Archivist in the 4th year of the 9th Age. Death of a Templar. Shale, what do you think about this chicken? Imagine if Shale had like a unique chicken interactive ability that was just to kill the chickens. Stats that are tied to my cunning are good, so I'm gonna just put 3 stats into my cunning. Now I have the assassin skill tree. I feel like why does this have to be so hard for me? A 1 in 5 of avoiding physical attacks is great, and a keen eye for weak spots. I love this. I feel like I'll get a mole eventually. I like this because this is marking a target, revealing weaknesses that others can exploit. I feel like this will just help with everyone else in my party as well. That's just what a supportive assassin we are. Stealth in combat is quite good to at least attempt it. What's really interesting about this is our cunning score also contributes to these skills, and our cunning is very high, so I feel like if we might not even need this if we just keep leveling up our cunning. So I can just skip over that one entirely, I think. I'm gonna get Mark of Death. I'm gonna do my first assassin skill. I'm gonna do it. And then we'll see how we go.
Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up, were you down? Chasing rabbits round the town. Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. It is soft, it is warm. It will shelter from the storm. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. Dear Bonnie Lynn. Sleeps the peaceful crib within. A mossy stone, a finger bone. No one knows but Lynn alone. Dear Bonnie Lynn. Sleeps the peaceful crib within.
Awesome. That's not creepy.
Who are you? You shouldn't be here.
Off with you, child. Who are you?
I asked you first.
Okay. I'm a Grey Warden. Do you know what that is?
No, and I don't care neither. Lowlanders don't belong here.
I'm getting some goddamn racism in this town. Goddamn. I'm taller than you are, you punk ass.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Intimidate. Persuade. I bet you're a clever boy. What do you know about Haven?
Haven is Haven. But I have a secret. Do you want to see?
Yeah, show me. The boy pulls out something from his pocket and shows it to you. A finger bone, which is what he was kind of just talking about. Bleached white by the sun and polished through constant handling. So he's got a finger bone and what, like a mossy stone? Where'd you get that?
Over by the mountain. It's lucky. I keep it with me. Don't tell anyone, alright? You're gonna be in trouble when they find you.
Great. This is good. I liking the vibe of Haven. Super friendly, very welcoming town. First things first. Steal. Aha! Another love letter has been found. Which one is it though? I think it's the X one. I don't remember seeing X in here before. I think it's X. When we next meet, I would find it agreeable for you to leave your hat on, and mayhap your boots as well, and trousers, shirt too, and I shall facilitate said clothes status by locking my door and posting a guard. Duly warned? That's okay. Best thing to do... Oh, right. Cool. I was just about to leave. I'm like, cool, loot my chest and then I leave. For some reason I didn't even notice the bloody altar. I was like, awesome. The altar appears to be being used recently. A pool of blood remains running over the sides in dark rivulets or rivulets? Rivulets?
Used for food preparation, perhaps?
Does meat bleed that much?
I'm just trying to be optimistic. The other explanation is slightly more disturbing.
Oh, Dex. He licks the altar. What is it, boy? Was someone killed here?
This village is not quite what it seems, is it?
I didn't think that it did anyway. Find out what the villagers of Haven are hiding. You've seen some strange things in Haven. Not everything is what it seems, and the villagers are probably hiding something. Yes. Well, it does not take a genius to figure that out, does it? It really doesn't. Yeah, I fucking didn't even see this. That's so funny. Alright. Oh, good. Oh, good. Alright. He's looking in the hut. Kill him! Okay, so there's a whole crew of cultists. Oh, we were attacked by cultists at the tavern. So, Brother Genitivi's little cultist group have been like branching out to try and prevent people from following his trail, I think. Alrighty, party time.
He's approaching.
Oh, there.
This one's real good. Let's make this quick!
Just murdering cultists for fun. Alright, they're going for those. Me and Win can go for this one. When you just rock up to a town and kill everyone in it. Dirty fighting. Punk ass. Well, that was fun. I wonder who's left for us to talk to at this point. Wonder where the child with the finger bone went. We've got... We can go up there towards... There, we can go this way.
Shale, why do you refer to me as the Elder Mage?
Clearly because it is purple, and a hyena.
Then you simply wish to be perverse? Surely you're better than that.
I have found that I'm allowed precious few amusements. Since so many prefer to call me Gollum, I enjoy referring to them in a similar fashion.
Oh, very well. But could you at least use a different adjective? I do not wish my age to be my defining characteristic.
As the fussy mage desires.
Oh, I give up.
I do not wish for age to be my defining characteristic, says the hypocritical mage that brings up her age at almost every opportunity that she's like, I'm dead. I'm already dead, guys. Don't take me on the journey. Weirdly hypocritical. I do not wish for my age to be my defining characteristic. Okay. Alright, fussy mage. I see people that are still alive up here. Yep, okay. Looks like we're just fucking slaughtering the town. No opportunity for dialogue then. Oh my god. Misdirection hex. Yeah, Shale knows what she's doing. Never mind. Get this fucking bitch. Never mind. Yeah, you've been given the mark of death, but you're already dead. That man's the Dragonborn. Look at his helmet.
Very well.
Barbarian helmet. Okay. I love that it's like, we're just like, hey, what's up? Just gonna take a look around. Oh, we're dead. We're getting killed. We're such friendly people. Rock up to a whole town and just wipe it off the map, shall we? What are we, the Darkspawn? The Avars. Driven across the Frostbacks in ancient times, the Alamari tribesmen split into 3 groups. One settled the Ferelden Valley, one was pushed into the Korcari Wilds, and the last returned to the mountains. Modern Fereldans bear little resemblance to their Alamari ancestors, and the Chastened remember few of their traditions, but the Avars have changed little throughout the ages. Like the Chastened, the Avars are not a united people. Each tribe fends for itself and is beholden only to its Thane. They still follow their own gods, Korth, the Mountain Father, Hakon Winter's Breath, the Lady of the Skies, as well as dozens of animal gods never named to outsiders. Nothing lasts in the mountains. Wind and rain eventually eat away the strongest holds. Valleys that were arable one generation are locked in year-round ice the next. Game is constantly on the move. Even among themselves, the Avar make no absolute promises. They wed by a tradition in which the groom struggles to untie a tightly knotted rope while the bride sings a hymn to one of the gods. However many knots he has undone by the time her song ends is the number of years she will spend with him. Oh my god. Lowlanders often forget there is no such thing as a permanent alliance in the Frostbacks. Damn. You'd be like only getting a couple of knots, 1 or 2 knots. You're like, well, fuck this shit. I would hate that. Like, just having that knowledge ahead of time, you're just like, oh, well, that sucks. Alright, looks like we can exit to the world map that way. Let's check out inside this house. The villager shop. Oh, maybe we should have gone to this shop first. And then we would have had more of a chance to, like, trade and talk to people. But I mean, what? Obviously, I'm going to go and break into someone's house first. Like, what do you think? Antithan leather boots. This is going to be a perfect gift for Zev. Handsome pair of boots made of luxurious Antivan doe skin. The Mage's Eye, Dragon Thorn. This composite bow is engraved with strange symbols and strung with a length of sinew. So, Dragon Thorn. 34 dexterity. And a locket gift. An antique cameo depicting a beautiful woman with jewels in her hair. The cameo is set in the front of a filigreed gold locket. I don't know who would appreciate that. Who would appreciate someone else's locket?
Very well.
Very well. Oh. It's probably like, hey, you can go to the shop if you want. And then we would just find this, I would assume, and then we'd get attacked again. So maybe that would be what would happen. And we were actually being led into a trap. What does this look like? That looks cooler. And it's funny that I say, this looks cooler, so I want to wear it. However, it doesn't make a difference, because we can't see it anyway. Ooh, the Helm of Honleith is a +2 to all attributes and +3 armor, despite the fact that it is less armor. I think we'll chuck that on. An attribute and an armor increase? Sure thing. Sure thing, bud. The armor and clothing left on this dismembered man indicate that he was one of Arlemon's knights. Okay.
It shall be done.
He was from Redcliffe, one of Arlemon's knights. He was led into this place. So it looks like all signs pointed to Haven from Brother Genitivi, and he was leading this trail for the urn. And then the knights followed that path, and they were all getting lured into just death traps. Just this one guy. I'll hold them. I got this. Shale's just like, bonk. Well done. That one cultist really held the line. Ah, there's still more. I wish for answers. Oh my god.
Very well. No quarter shall be given.
Lovely.
I shall do it.
Is everyone in the chantry? These villagers are a remarkably pious bunch.
We just killed them all. I wonder if there's an alternate reality where we travel to this town, and instead of going in the first house we see, we go all the way here and then see what happens there. I'm actually kind of curious.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her...
Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
I've literally killed everyone outside. Your people aren't very welcoming.
What sort of welcome do you expect when you break into our homes uninvited? You see, this is why we do not like visitors. They are not like us. They will do us harm if we let them.
The fact of the matter is, he's not wrong. The first thing we did was go and trespass and loot their house. So, valid. What have you done to Brother Genitivi?
We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
Oh, okay. Cool. Eric is going to die. Alright, well, I'm going to mark this bad boy. Mark of death!
Oh! Very well. Do you really wish to be beaten by a woman?
This person, my dearly beloved Wynn, who is a healer with ranged behavior, loves to be in the thick of it. Like, she just loves to be in the thick of it. I don't understand her.
Attack!
Nice. Well, we've just slaughtered the whole town of of Haven and got no explanation. Cultist medallion. A very large bronze disc bearing the symbol of Andraste.
It has begun.
Oh. Secret brick wall. Inscribed chest. Ring of faith and a small silver bar. Plus 10 fire damage. Give that to Morrigan, who doesn't have any fire abilities right now. Just give it to myself. I've got a fire sword. Would that work? I'd assume so. If I wore a ring that increased my fire damage on my fire sword, but I'm not gonna get rid of what I have. No, he's dead. Oh no. Oh no, he's fine. Hang on, he moved.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it.
I'm Meepo. I'm here to help you.
You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
This is not what I expected Brother Genitivi to look like. For some reason I thought Brother Genitivi would be like old as balls. I thought he'd be like an old man. Just trekking on an adventure like fucking Gandalf style. Wynn, can you help?
I can set the leg and ease some of the pain, but he'll need a lot of rest in order to heal.
I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
I need to find the ashes. Our Lehman gets sicker by the day. How do you know?
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Eirik wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
Oh, well, this one?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you.
Okay. Are you sure you can make the journey?
It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring.
First, let me make sure it's safe outside. Could you answer some questions for me first?
All right. What is on your mind?
Nothing important, brother. Do you know about the knights who were sent to look for you?
Yes, of course. How could I forget? Eirik said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men.
Eirik's not going to be bothering anyone else for a while.
Good. Eirik and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we?
Haven, it's a little odd, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be.
Sorry, I think someone is at my door. Sorry. Okay. How did you end up here?
I was looking for answers. I thought the villagers would know something about the urn. I was right. They do. They're just not willing to share it with outsiders. When I mentioned the urn, Eirik assured me he would take me to the temple in the morning. He said a room had been prepared for me. I didn't realize it would be this charming place.
I'm interested in why they kept him alive, but have killed the knights. But I guess the knights are more of like a physical threat, I suppose. What were the villagers doing with you?
They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that.
Oh. Oh, that makes sense because of the fake Waylon. They were planning to place a fake Genitivi in Denerim.
How do you know?
There was an imposter Waylon at your house.
An imposter? What happened to the real Waylon?
We gotta give him the truth. I'm sorry, but he's dead.
Oh, poor Waylon. I should never have dragged you into this. Make us take you into his hands, my boy.
Waylon died protecting your research. It's probably not the best thing to say, because he's like, I never should have dragged you into this. I'm sorry, brother.
He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say?
Questions?
All right. What is on your mind?
I still have more questions. The ashes will cure Arl Eamon, won't they?
Cure Arl Eamon? Is the Arl sick? What happened?
He was poisoned on Logain's orders.
Logain? Why? Oh, I have been so occupied with the urn. I've missed so much. I certainly hope the ashes will save him. The legends speak of their miraculous powers. There are many stories of pilgrims being healed, the blind seeing, and the lame dancing in joy. Perhaps it is Andraste that does this. Perhaps it is belief itself. By believing the ashes are magical, you make them so.
The placebo effect of the ashes. I love that, like, obviously lame in this context is different, but it's funny when it's like, it even cures lame people. I suppose that's possible.
Anyway, that can be discussed once we actually have the ashes, and the Arl is better.
I'm half expecting this to be like a fool's errand. And we get back to the ashes, we go, quick, snort this shit real quick. Hopefully it's good. Like, just think about what we're doing right now. That's enough talk for now, I think.
All right. Are you ready to go then?
I feel like if we take him with us, he's a pretty big liability. And then if he, like, he's come so close, I feel like he would decline this if we were, like, return to Denerim. Let's bring him, we'll bring him with us. He's come so far, he's put all this work in. Hopefully he doesn't die as a result. Yes.
Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down.
As you wish. Okay, Codex updated. Brother Ferdinand Genitivi. As it is the duty of all the true sons of the Chantry to make the chant heard from every corner of the world, I made it my mission to find as many corners of the world as possible. The Maker can hardly expect us to do one without the other. Brother Genitivi is one of the Chantry's most well-known scholars, primarily on the basis of the stories he has published, which many of his contemporaries dismiss as fanciful, of his travels across the length and breadth of Thedas. This is a really cool thing as well, by the way, is the way that the Codex is operated is on real, well, not real world, but like real in-universe knowledge and writings and literature from people. Like, it's written from like their perspective and their experiences. And I find that to be really, really unique in this sense that the Codex isn't like, here is all of the facts and nothing but the facts for everything. But it is, this is this person's like perspective and experience on this, and there's potentially other codex entries that also give like conflicting or complementary, you know, information for these things as well. And I think that that is a really realistic thing to put in a codex, because a lot of our own knowledge in real life is based on, you know, our own experiences and what we've discovered, what we're aware of, you know. And there's also the fact of, you know, history being written by the victor is a very true thing. There's a lot of like history and knowledge and information that has been like lost to civilizations that have been like either destroyed or lost to time, all of that kind of stuff. And having a codex sort of reflect that with like different people putting these information together, I think that is perfect. It's really, really well done. So his travels and rather too curious nature led him to a study of folklore, which gave him the notion that he could track down that most debated of all artifacts, the Urn of Sacred Ashes. He announced that he had found what appeared to be the trail of the urn left in the legends of the regions through which it had passed from Minrathous on its way into hiding. And he appears to have been right. The final resting place of Andraste lay at the summit of a remote mountain. Maybe. So this is where we are. We've just traveled here, and that boy do be here. Oh shit. And we can just leave. They got spiky walls and everything.
Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there. A key to open the way.
Okay. And there, a key to open the way. Looks different opened up like that.
Now, where does this go? Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain.
Just music coming in. Ooh, that was spooky. I felt like I was watching Akira. That music coming in with those interesting vocals. You need to stay alert now, brother.
I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings.
You want to stay here? Is it safe?
I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go. I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn.
He literally speaks as if he's going to get killed soon. He's like, my time on this earth is limited. Is there anything else I need to know about the temple?
It was designed to protect the urn from those who would steal it or do harm to it. Namely, the Tevinter Imperium.
Okay. What sort of dangers are we talking about here?
I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze has fallen on Andraste's final resting place. He weeps for his beloved, and his wrath at her betrayers endures.
Wow, this is going to go great for me. I'm not a religious dwarf by any means, so can't wait. I'm going to die. So is it the wrath of the Maker that strikes men down?
That is what the legend says, and the Maker may indeed watch this place. Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear, Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder.
Cunning.
I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you?
Definitely. I will be back soon.
I'll be right here if you need me.
That's good.
I need something to write on.
We met the legend himself. We've met Brother Genitivi. Look at this massive location. The ruined temple. Alright. Shall we take a look around? There's gonna be fucking codex entries galore in here for sure. Andraste, Bride of the Maker. There was once a tiny fishing village on the waking sea that was set upon by the Tevinter Imperium, which enslaved the villagers to be sold in the markets of Minrathous, leaving behind only the old and the infirm. One of the captives was the child Andraste. She was raised in slavery in a foreign land. She escaped, then made the long and treacherous journey back to her homeland alone. She rose from nothing to be the wife of an Alamari warlord. Each day, she sang to the gods, asking them to help her people who remained slaves in Tevinter. The false gods of the mountains and the winds did not answer her, but the true god did. This maker spoke. He showed her all the works of his hands, the Fade, the world, and all the creatures therein. He showed her how men had forgotten him, lavishing devotion upon mute idols and demons, and how he had left them to their fate. But her voice had reached him, and so captivated him that he offered her a place at his side, that she might rule all of creation. But Andraste would not forsake her people. She begged the Maker to return, to save his children from the cruelty of the Imperium. Reluctantly, the Maker agreed to give man another chance. Andraste went back to her husband Matharath and told him all that the Maker had revealed to her. Together they rallied the Alamari and marched forth against the mage lords of the Imperium, and the Maker was with them. The Maker's sword was creation itself, fire and flood, famine and earthquake. Everywhere they went, Andraste sang to the people of the Maker, and they heard her. The ranks of Andraste's followers grew until they were a vast tide washing over the Imperium, and when Matharath saw that the people loved Andraste and not him, a worm grew within his heart, gnawing upon it. At last, the armies of Andraste and Matharath stood before the very gates of Minrathous, but Andraste was not with them. For Matharath had schemed in secret to hand Andraste over to the Tevinter. For this, the Archon would give Matharath all the lands to the south of the Waking Sea. And so, before all of the armies of the Alamari and of Tevinter, Andraste was tied to a stake and burned while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing, for his heart had been devoured. But as he watched the pyre, the Archon softened. He took pity on Andraste and drew his sword and granted her the mercy of a quick death. The Maker wept for his beloved, cursed Matharath, cursed mankind for their betrayal, and turned once again from creation, taking only Andraste with him. And Our Lady sits still at his side, where she still urges him to take pity on his children. From the Sermons of Justinia II. That's wild. And we have read this story in another Codex entry before about Andraste being burned at the stake, and everyone was like, this is kind of fucked. And then having her be killed. So again, as I've just mentioned, it's really cool to get different sort of writings and perspectives on the same stories and see those similarities in play. Very, very cool. Who keeping this fire burning? Huh? Oh shit. Who that? Oh, there's cultists in here. Brother Jenna TV, stay back! The cultists are here! They still be chilling. Ah! I'm stuck. I realized I broke my rule. I've just realized I broke my rule. I'm gonna have one warrior in my party at a time, and I just totally forgot that I've just put Alistair and Shale in my party at the same time. I meant to have Leliana instead of Alistair. Don't worry, guys. Only one warrior in my party. Brings two warriors. Because I just realized I was looking at my character's health and being like, yeah, they're fucking strong as hell. And then I'm like, wait a minute. That makes sense.
As you say.
Silly me. Alistair.
That's it. Prepare to be crushed.
Nice. I love how long it took me to realize that I'd brought two warriors with me. That's good. Perfect. Yeah, it should have been Leliana instead of Oops. Is what it is.
It shall be done.
shall be done. Okay, I was gonna... Oh, this place looks pretty big. I was gonna delve off into the side doors. I have no idea where to go, but I know that there's gonna be traps to watch out for. And probably a lot of dead ends. Key required.
Books. Oh, I would love to spend a day here.
As would I, Win. And I will. Let us read what we can find. Ancient texts. The ancient Jedi texts. Another scroll of Banastor to be found. Does it update in order? No idea. And we read these so long ago. I'm gonna hope that this is the one that we haven't read and it's updated at the bottom last, because like I said, there have been some codex entries that update all over the place. In the Fade dwell creatures both foul and fair, but all plague mankind with lusts and prides incalculable in our waking hours. Our power attracts them, and for good reason. Our unique bridge between flesh and dreams is one way they can enter the realm of flesh. To begin the path to true power, court these poor terrible creatures and best them. Force them into servitude or pledge your heart to them. Either way, you gain immense power and the means with which to tear holes in the world. Below the text scribbled in the margin are arcane symbols drawn with blood. Yes, perfect. Yes, get taken over by demons. The old gods. Dumat, the dragon of silence. Oh, look at all these dragons. Zazikel, the dragon of chaos. Toth, the dragon of fire. Underal, the dragon of slaves. It's a terrible thing to be a dragon of. I love that I'm just like, here's the dragon of chaos, and the dragon of fire, and the dragon of silence. Yeah, this dude's a dragon of slaves. Fuck that guy. Earthamil, the dragon of beauty. Razakale, the dragon of mystery. Lucican, the dragon of night. What a fucking weird collection. You couldn't get a better name, Andorel? I'm sorry. There were 7 old gods, great winged dragons that were said to rule over the ancient world. The Chantry maintains that they are responsible for the original sin, that they turned humanity away from its true creature through deceit. Humanity's faith faltered, and thus the Maker turned away from the world, but not before trapping the old gods in eternal prisons beneath the earth as punishment. Scholars assume that the old gods must indeed have been real at one point. Most agree they were likely actual dragons. Ancient high dragons of a magnitude not known today, but impressive enough to frighten ancient peoples into worshipping them. Some even claim that these dragons slumber as a form of hibernation, not as a result of the Maker's wrath. Regardless of the truth, legend maintains that even from their underground prisons, the old gods were able to whisper into the minds of men. The Archon Thausian, first of the Magisters, who claimed to have contacted the old god Dumat, used the blood magic. Dumat taught him to attain incredible power into Vinter and declare himself the ruler of an empire. In return, he established the first temples worshipping the old gods, and the dragons became equated everywhere with imperial power. To date, 4 of the old gods are said to have risen as corrupted archdemons. Dumat, the first and most powerful, was slain at the Battle of Silent Fields. Zazikel fell at the Battle of Starkhaven. Toth died at the Battle of Hunterfell, and Andorel was felled by Garahel, the legendary Grey Warden, at the Battle of Aisley. The archdemons have been identified only after years of argument among scholars, and to this day it is unclear whether the archdemons were truly old gods and not simply dragons. All that is known is that the Darkspawn hunt for them deep underground. If they are truly the old gods, as many scholars believe, then we have only 3 blights remaining. Oh, there's one. Oh. So right. So you can have a limited number of blights. I was like, I don't know how, I guess I didn't have any thoughts on this before to really connect this one, but yeah, we know that like with a blight there's an archdemon and it seems to be, you know, one of the old gods, like we've read stuff like that. But for some reason I thought that there might have been like, this blight is maybe this archdemon again, like he's arisen once again But it looks like this seems to talk about having a limited number of blights left, because once you've slain all the old gods, all the archdemons, what would come after that? That's quite curious, actually, yeah. When all the old gods have risen up and been slain, however, what will happen? Will the blights end forever and humanity earn forgiveness from the Maker at last? We shall see. In the 50th year of the Blessed Age by Sister Mary. That is very curious, actually. I wonder what would happen. Because this is kind of like a familiar thing about this and this game for me. I want to relate it to Final Fantasy X. Is Final Fantasy X is cursed by sin, and sin is not, you know, the terminology of you have sinned, but it's a double meaning. It's also an actual giant fucking monster called sin, and the people in the land in the world of Spira, which is the name of the world in Final Fantasy X, are all trying to make amends for the people in their past that have used what is called machina, which is just machinery, technology, and they truly believe that brought, you know, sort of like the downfall of civilization, because machinery got to such a certain point that sin just went and fucking cleansed it all, and they are repenting for their sin. And that happens in a cycle, because it constantly happens. There's a summoner goes on a pilgrimage with a party, and they go and defeat sin. But it is temporary. The summoner sacrifices themselves for a temporary calm, and then sin comes back, and it's like this vicious cycle. And they're hoping that, you know, eventually maybe they would, you know, have done enough repenting that it would cease, and sin, it would grant the eternal calm. And I won't talk about the ending of that game, because that information is fairly safe, because that information is kind of like just in the very beginnings of the game, like the lore of how all of that works. But I won't speak on the later parts of that game and why things happen the way that they do, but it's a very, very good story, and it's like almost like similar to this to the blight that comes through. I just see that kind of same sort of thing. Final Fantasy X is one of my favorite games. So good. Love that story, and I love the concept of it. So I see a lot of similarities in terms of repenting for the sins of the past and hoping for that forgiveness, but also having literally no idea what's going to take place, you know? The scroll pile. Ancient encrypted scrolls. They couldn't write Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls. These rolls of parchment are so old they've grown almost transparent. They are elder in nature. They are covered in strange, seemingly meaningless characters. Forgotten Verses, new quest. Find someone who can decipher the strange scrolls. You found some scrolls in a language you cannot decipher, but maybe someone can read them. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I've done some light reading. I'm going to assume that just going like straight up this way is going to be where we want to be, so we're going to like explore these off paths first. Adventurer. A sealed letter. Unbound. You asked this, so I'm telling. Don't go. The stories talk of the riches, but never the names. Never where they supposedly sent their wealth. They heard the same tales as a lad in Denerim. Felt the same pull, but it's a lie, son. They may paint a trail, but once you're on it, does it lead to the beast or back to you? Unsigned letter, father to son. And assumedly, the letter is in the hands of the son. Otherwise, why would you write it? You know what I mean? So the son still foolishly followed in the footsteps.
Sometimes silence is best.
Oh, it's just a bunch of unsuspecting cultists. Prepare to die.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly. No! Shall be done.
Putting the fucking mark of death on a random cultist is such overkill, dude. A taper, a long stick used to light candles. Cool. Will I have to light some candles? Discovering dragon's blood, potions, tinctures, and spicy sauces. Okay. This thick tome is covered in dark, dusty leather and has a distinctly foreboding appearance. And some private documents. Okay. Private documents to sell and a gift to give to someone. Alright, let's check off to the left and then check off to the right and then check down the middle. Oh! Bronto! Turn around! Run away! There's a fucking Bronto! What the fuck? Oh my dear lord.
Will not fail.
Yes, you can be stunned. It's alright. The rogue will just solo the Bronto, guys. Don't worry. Alright, let me just solo the Bronto. Thank you. Holy shit. That go in our codex entry? Yeah. Where Bronto at? Bronto! There's only two things a noble will step aside for: paragons and angry Brontos, a dwarven saying. This hulking beast was originally bred by the dwarven Chaperet as a beast of burden and food source, the rough equivalent to surface oxen and cows. Some versions of Bronto have even been developed as dwarven mounts, valued far more for their sure-footedness and stamina for their speed. While present within Orzammar in large numbers, some Brontos still exist in packs within the deep roads, having returned to a wild state after the fall of the dwarven kingdoms. They require remarkably little sustenance, consuming organic material from water, fungus, and even rocks. Hence the rock liquor appellation used by many dwarves to describe Bronto, and exist in primarily dormant states until provoked. An angry charging Bronto is considered to be a rather dangerous opponent. Cool. Alistair. Let us give you some constitution and a strength point. And let us give you improved combat tactics. Okay, now, let's have a look. Cleanse area. Purges the area of magic, but it is friendly fire possible. Death blow. Each time the warrior fells an enemy. Oh, that's what I wanted, I think. That one. Shield expertise. Using a shield in combat has made certain abilities more efficient, increasing their defense bonus for shield defense, making the character immune to direct knockdown attacks while using shield wall. That's good. Direct knockdown attacks, though. I'm gonna get death blow. Good job, Alistair. I'll mess around with that at another point in time, because we're okay right now. You just had a Bronto chilling in this room? Okay. Strange. I was just friends with you guys? You just got along with this Bronto?
Very well.
Blast!
Look how good Alistair is at surviving now. He's come such a long way.
Watch it!
Must gain the advantage.
Hey, watch it!
I'm so proud of Alistair. He used to die immediately. Now he has some semblance of survivability. Why two bonfires in the same room? Yes, you have your bonfire and I will have mine over here.
each
But it's right next to each other. Why have two bonfires at all? Silence! I wish to be twice as warm. A scroll of Banastor. Yes, the creatures, these demons, require little in the way of bribery. Their natural state is one of longing for the world of flesh and blood. This is what you offer them, respite from their eternal search for true life. Engage them in a battle of wills, and you will be successful. Should you fail, the power will be yours, but your body will belong to the demon. Relish this infernal power while it lasts. For once you are an abomination, your demon half will soon swallow your mind. Below is a litany of lines written in an arcane, forgotten language, indecipherable to all but the most obsessed of linguists. We just need to find one more, I think. Our task was to find 5 of those scrolls. Silver ring. Oh, here they come. Oh shit, here come more of the— oh, mages! Oh shit, okay. Kill the mages! Kill the mages. Fuck you, mage. I'm cold. I'm a bit chilly. This is a problem. Oh shit. Oh shit. I got fucked.
Where now?
Why are you not using— oh, thank you. Oh, that was the worst time to activate group heal. All 3 of them died. Oh man. Okay. And then Wynn was massacred by a fucking army of cultists. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna reload a save. We're gonna reload a save. Everyone died. So that was fun. Alright, so let's see how we can let's see how we can take on this this next group. So we do not wish to release and upset the mages. That's gonna be the hardest part.
shall be done.
This is annoying.
Get off! For the sake.
Okay. So this group's fine. Group that we have to worry about is the next one. I need to pay more attention to my group before they all almost die, because I feel like something I need to do for Wynn is Wynn has so much going on here. Wynn has like so much happening here that just completely fucking drains that lyrium. I'm thinking I need to turn some of that shit off so I can focus on healing, and then I need to manually do group heal. And I think that might fucking help. just a little bit. That might help just a little bit to not have a lack of lyrium. Lack of mana, I should say, constantly, you know? And also, I needed to make more use of my dog being able to stun everybody as well. So, if I go in here, it alerts the mages and these people, but I'm wondering if I can go in here without alerting the mages if they don't come out, but I feel like they are going to emerge. Yes, they start to emerge. Okay, so this is going to be fun. Oh my god, there's just so many of them, and those mages are going to just fuck us up too. Let's just stun a whole room. Let's just stun a whole room full of people. Oh, Wynn. Great idea, by the way, Wynn. Just fuck this whole area up with an earthquake real quick. That might be a good idea. And then we'll go out here. And we'll go fuck up these mages instead. Except the door is blocked by these fucks. This is a problem. Okay. Alistair's out. Good. Alistair is going to die, though. God damn. Just showing how easily it is to get killed with overwhelming odds, you know? Okay, Alistair's dead. It's okay, I'm gonna get us out of here. I'm gonna fix this, guys, don't worry. I will fix this. We're fine. We will persevere, maybe. Where's my dog at? My dog is invisible. There we go. Fuck this guy up. Oh man. You are probably gonna die again. Oh, he still lives. He still lives. Wynn is getting bullied by a whole bunch of people, and that is not good. Things are going well. Shale, get these people off their back, please. Oh, Wynn's dead, and so is Alistair. Okay, that's good. Oh, there's still 2 mages. Oh my god. These fucking guys. There's still 2 mages. Okay. Well, that's death. Unless Shale can solo this whole thing. Ready? Go, Shale, solo. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Well, now that we know that the mages just automatically go into combat, the best thing for us to do is I'm gonna get into my traps here. So we're gonna get trappy with it. So
none shall see me.
None shall see me. Actually, I don't know why I needed to go out of stealth to do this, but everybody come around this corner real quick. Alright, you all just stay here.
Sometimes silence is best.
And I'm gonna put a bunch of traps down. Oh my god. Where are they going? Okay. Okay, that was scary. Okay. I'm gonna close that door so nobody can hear this. And then I am going to do this. I don't think that worked. Hold on. For some reason I thought that I couldn't trigger it, and I thought that it wouldn't trigger until they moved. I also thought that I would be safe. Everybody, I need help! I'm frozen. Oh man, that's so funny. Alright. Holy fuck, dude. Win! Move, you fuck. I know that you've got ranged on, but you always charge into a fight. Okay, never mind. Let's pick up my character, please. As he's about to die. For some reason I can't get it. There we go. Pick my boy up, please.
As you say.
Interestingly enough, the way that we've been able to do this is all the cultists are not coming for us here. But instead, just the main dudes. Is everyone stunned? I'm not stunned. Alright, nice. Now I'm frozen. Kill this mage. Things are happening. Things are happening. Now that I'm not being attacked by a band of cultists, I think I have more of a chance.
Oh, I am far too...
I'm far too old for this? You just said that you didn't want age to be your defining characteristic. Okay, Alistair's dead. We tried. Wynn can take control of that situation. That's fine. Nice. Okay. Mage defeated. And we're out of combat. Perfect. That acidic grease trap could have gone so much better. Oh. Well, we poisoned them. That did not go well. I was like, what I was initially planning to do was I was going to set a bunch of traps at the other door, but I wasn't expecting all of these guys to just run out and just stand there. So I made do with what I had. Now there's a whole bunch of cultists in that room that have not been called to arms yet, which is very interesting. Let us see.
As you say.
Okay, I'm a save after that. None
shall see me.
It's all because we shut the door. It's all because we shut the door. Probably should have done this before. Damn it. Can't put... Okay, never mind. Can't put this down. Just destroy them.
Oh, let us end this.
Slam them, baby.
We fight for honor.
Oh, that dude's missing a head. Stuck in a doorway. Oh, there's another fucking mage in here. Because of course there is. He's stuck in the... He's put himself in a shitty little corner. Oh, man.
Injured, as in me, as in now.
This dude has so much survivability. Just die already. Oh, well, this is... Thank you. This is an interesting position we find ourselves in, team. Fucking cultist mage, dude. Alright, everybody get out of this fucking spot, will you? Guys, what are you... Get out of there. Stop doing that. Easy.
I shall do it. It has begun.
That's where that third mage came from. It all makes sense now. Okay. A book. The Sermon of Divine Renata the First. The weakness of mortal will is the great failing of all the Maker's children. We trade our honor as if it were the cheapest of currency. We do not understand what integrity is or what it is truly worth. From this ignorance, original sin was born. At some time, each of us has thought, what does it matter if I keep hold of my integrity? I am but one mortal. I am powerless. How blind we all are. The virtue of a single slave destroyed the Tevinter Imperium. The dishonor of one man drove the Maker from our sight. I tell you truly, nothing but the integrity of our hearts will win the love of the Maker back to us. It is all the power we shall ever possess to change this world for good or for ill. From a sermon on integrity. Dusty Scrolls. Jason Sack mead. Okay, yep. I do like finding mead in a pile of scrolls. Apparently. Okay. Southeast chamber key and a black pearl. Is that a plot item? At first glance, this appears to be an ordinary pearl, but on closer inspection, it seems odd. The air around it seems very still and lifeless. Okay. And the small key is very old. The metal is so worn by generations of use that it is nearly parchment thin and extremely smooth. Southeast. Well, be over this way, I guess, or maybe this way. Down here. Okay, which is where we were going to explore next anyway. That encounter could have gone worse. Despite turning off those tactics, Wynn still be going through Lyrium like no tomorrow. Pushing through her mana. Another fallen knight. Armor of diligence. And a fancy vase. A painted porcelain vase. It looks expensive. It's actually got the ashes inside it, dude. It's got the ashes. Okay, that is not a chamber that we are going in. So it looks like we are only going this way. But we have a key. And a mysterious black pearl. The likes of which we have never seen. Alright. Oh.
As you say.
Okay. I am missing something. Let us go back to Brother Genitivi. Oh shit. No! He's been slain. Oh my god. Fuck. He's like, yeah, there's probably... Oh no, he's still there! There's just a whole bunch of people here. You guys are stupid. You didn't go for fucking Brother Genitivi, you bastards. I'm stunned. I'm dead. Even though Wynn healed me, it was a good attempt at healing Wynn.
Your orders?
Unfortunately, I'm dead. Your revival did not... Oh, it did revive me. Goddamn. And now I'm just stunned. Oh, this sucks. I'm just in some sort of fucking prison, so that's awesome, because the stupid mage exists. Get this mage. Everyone's dead. Because this stupid ass mage. Mage is dead. Just the great Wynn and Wynn and Shale combo now. God, that mage really just destroyed the fuck out of us. Why are you stood in the fire?
Immediately.
I also realized that because everybody's dead, I need to heal their injuries so they don't die easier.
You really wish to be beaten by an old woman?
The thing that annoys me the most about fights is when they're one hit away from death and they keep fucking missing all their shots. I'm like, please.
Very well.
Don't do that. I'm begging.
Off I go.
Heal thyself of thy injuries so you don't die so easily, please.
It shall be done.
As soon as I saw this group of people, I'm like, oh, well, Brother Genitivi's dead then, right? But he still do be there. He was just like, I was just hiding. They didn't see me at the entrance.
You're back. Have you reached the urn?
There are people in here making things difficult.
I am glad to see you are safe. Are there many of them?
Not anymore. I think you should return to Denerim just in case. Yes, will you be alright here?
I think so. I haven't seen sign of anyone. You must be keeping them busy. If I hear anything strange, I'll be sure to hide.
Okay, I need to discuss something else.
Oh, did you discover something fascinating within the temple?
Okay, well, yeah, I have a black pearl and there's a locked door that I need help with, but fine. The game says no. So I'll just fuck myself. This is the southeastern chambers. Was there something in here that was locked before? I'm gonna have to go under the assumption that something was locked in here before and I've already forgotten about it. So let's go in there. 'Cause I got a key. Oh yeah, it was this door, wasn't it? What in here? Okay. The main hall key. A key for another key behind one door. unlocked with a key is the key to the main hall. Thank you, game. Love that. Making sure that I have to face off against everyone in the other rooms. Very appreciative of that. And now we see what is behind. So an autosave, thank you.
It shall be done.
Okay. Straight for the fucking cultist mage. Kill him! Oh my god. Straight for the cultist mage! Fuck him up immediately.
Shall be done. Order shall be given. Quickly, we must.
I'm glad that she is doing what she's supposed to, though. She's being very well behaved.
I'm here.
Why are we all going? Why are we all going here? Why did we just switch places with Wynn?
Away with you. Shall be done.
Good job, team, with your weird movements. Bit of brazier to light, apparently. Okay. The holy brazier. Oh shit. Well, I lit it. Oh fuck. Magical. The brazier that stands atop the stairs in the great hall of our temple has always been something of a mystery to us. This is the brazier that created the beings we call the Ashwraiths. This is where Andraste's followers immolated themselves and became the eternal guardians of her temple. I have painstakingly pieced together information from old books and from the tales of hearth-truths passed down to us by our forefathers. I believe I now understand the ritual used to create the wraiths. The brazier was lit with a consecrated taper. Oh, which I picked up. Its flame taken from the everlasting fire that long ago consumed Andraste herself. The chosen disciple would fast and pray for weeks, taking into his body nothing but a sip of water a day. When the disciple was finally ready, he would place his mouth a flawless black pearl, which we also now have, and step into the flames. In ancient Tevinter, black pearls were thought to be magical, able to stop the soul from passing through the veil when held in the mouth at the moment of death. Thus, Andraste's disciples consigned themselves to the eternal flame. They became dust and ashes and rose again and again to protect the most beloved of the Maker. From the journal of Father Colgrim. Sure, I'll just starve myself and eat a black pearl for breakfast, and then we're good. That seems like a great idea. Awesome. So I can walk through the flames and we'll see how we go. Oh my god, just a bunch of archers.
A cunning trap.
That's fine. You just okay. Okay, everybody. You just set off all the traps. That's fine, everybody. Just set them off. That's fine. I'll just disable them for you guys. Don't worry about me. That's fine, you just activated it, but because I clicked on it before, I still get the XP for disarming it, so we're good. I kind of love that, even though they still activate the trap, because I clicked on it beforehand, I still get to... Oh, never mind. Okay. Wynn just literally died. Wynn just triggered that trap and died. I'm like, it's alright, everyone.
I shall do it.
Because I've disabled all the traps, except for the one that just killed Wynn.
It shall be done.
I was scared she wasn't going to come back to life for some reason, because she died outside of combat. I'm like, is she going to wake up? She'll wake up at some point?
I shall do it.
Okay. Ah! Another ash wraith. Ah.
This is a waste of time.
God damn, dude.
Let's grab some glory.
Who's attacking us from down there? Oh. Oh, get the fuck out of here. You're dead. Look at that lightning. Jesus. Oh, go. We're still under attack.
Shall be done.
This won't feel good.
My god. Okay. My god, man. The ashes could be in any of these urns or vases. Ancient elven gloves. Interesting. And an elf flight arrow. Just one? Singular? It looks like there's an infinite amount of these, because it's just there's no number. These arrows are perfectly balanced and will fly more swiftly than the common arrow? Or is it just literally one arrow? A singular arrow. Only one way to find out is to use it. Okay, so we got 2 rooms that take us to some pathways and to go into presumably a lower crypt scenario. Oh, yep. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck you, you fucker. Of course you would Cone of Cold me. You're an asshole. I'm so sick and tired of mages, dude.
No quarter shall be given.
I shouldn't be attacking him on my own, but I'm doing it anyway. I love the mutual stun there, that's good. Somebody help me fuck up this mage, please. I'm dead? Wonderful. I'm so sick and tired of the mages. I'm about to become a Templar and just cleanse them all from this world at this point. They're too OP. Just one old man. Oh my god. And he's gonna do it again. And he's gonna try and freeze me again. Get this fucker. Kill him. Kill this man. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Nice. Oh my god. Shale just shattering those demons. This is why I need Morrigan, dude. So I need Morrigan to freeze these enemies instead. This is why I should never divert from my main group of Morrigan, Alistair, and Wynne only, because they're obviously the best. There'll be more enemies in the other... on the other side. But why would I do that to myself? Oh my god. Why would I do that to myself? Alright. Can I go put that... Let me go put this in this room real quick.
Where now?
And just have everyone hold position real quick.
Yes.
Perfect. Just make him keep falling over. You got this. You got this, Wynne. They're still falling over. Perfect. Leliana would be great right about now.
If I must.
Very well.
Quickly, we must fight.
Lovely.
I bet there's an inscription. I died a long time ago, like every other puny flesh creature.
Okay. To the Wormling lair. Sure. I'll go to the Wormling lair. Sounds normal. Oh, the cultist overseer. Okay, sure. I've been knocked over. That's good. I love being on the ground.
All right. Let's go. This is annoying.
At your order.
To end their perpetual existences.
May the Paragons watch over me.
Lovely. Well, that was the overseer. They're not very talkative, these cultists, are they? They're very much like, just kill these people, please. Get them out of here. Oh, you fucks.
That's it. Prepare to be quiet.
Oh my god.
As you say.
Kill these fucking mages. Why is so many mages gonna be into blood magic and cult shit? Why can't you just be normal? Oh, I didn't even notice my inventory. No! I should have dropped so much more stuff off at my at my place. I got a lot of stuff that I could sell right now, or potentially just straight up do without. God damn it. I like having my 5% critical backstab damage on these angled strikers. Ancient Elven gloves give us +2 armor and some spell resistance, though. I might, but that's also, they're also medium armor. Shaylin with those crystals. You've still got your senior enchanter robes, which at least give you some good buffs, I suppose. You're good. Alright. I need to throw some shit away, unfortunately. What can I throw away? It's just gonna be like the shitty weapons at this point. Like, their value is, like, you know, definitely good on the silver side, but I gotta destroy some shit. I'm sorry. Gotta destroy some shit. Maybe try and keep my red steel. I don't have much that I can destroy at this point. Oh, it's worth 2 gold. I want to keep that. This shit's worth, that shit's worth a lot more. As we start getting into the armor that's like worth at least gold. I know that armor of diligence, oh my god, 11 gold. There is no maker's mark on this. It appears quite old, but there's not a speck of rust on it anywhere. When equipped in a set with the gloves and boots of diligence, the character gains a bonus to willpower. That's cool. I'll keep that. And then we'll pick up this leather armor and then I'll immediately destroy that. I'm gonna desperately be trying to keep some space at this point because I've hit my limit. Oh my god. I definitely need a new, definitely need another backpack. If only Alistair was here, taking the attention of these enemies off me so I could do backstabs. That's fine. Let's level up. I might give you... Oh, we've got Petrify now. Knowledge of the elements to turn the target into stone unless it passes a physical resistance check. While petrified, the target is immobile and vulnerable to shattering. Creatures already made of stone are immune. Grease. A grease slick that slows anyone who walks upon it, as well as causing them to slip. We got spirit stuff. Spell shield, mana drain, walking bomb, and mind blast. Mana drain could be good, but I'm focusing on you being a healer. I might just... Morrigan's got the glyphs. Let's get Arcane Shield. Oh yeah, my dog. My dog's got an injury.
There is much to do.
Yeah, so I think like when my character dies, when Mapo dies, the dog is automatically out for the count as well. Which is unfortunate. Alright, this place is huge.
A cunning trap. It's a trap.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Dragonlings again.
Have victory.
Now you fall.
I think we work well together.
God damn. Alright, so the dragonlings are in here.
Careful against this.
Let's get on with it.
Come, let us end this.
Let's make this quick.
At least the dragonlings are easier than the goddamn cultists. Ah! Fucking cultist. Fuck my life, dude. So sick of this shit. Oh, it didn't affect it. It's too far away. Okay.
Ready.
My dude's just chilling, getting massacred by some dragonlings.
I shall do it. Enough.
That's fine. Tried to heal you, but that's all good. Fuck's sake. He was in the middle of being very active with his spells. Fucking dragonling, dude.
We must fight.
Fucking cultist mage asshole.
Quickly, we must fight.
God damn! There's just a few enemies here. Who's that over there? Who's that? Okay, Shale. Shale's fine. This is genuinely fucked, dude. What the hell? Fucking hell, dude. You're like, yep, surrounded by dragonlings. Oh, yep, there's another mage in the back making my life miserable, because of course he is. Jesus. Just your average Tuesday.
Look there, a cunning trap.
A cunning trap.
Begun. It's a trap. I shall do it.
Alright. Now let's read this book. These dragon eggs? Goddamn. The Frostback Mountains. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth, the Mountain Father, kept his throne at the peak of Belinus, the mountain that lies at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of earth and sky, and he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy and deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korth could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and strongest flyers to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched. But Sparrow and Raven, Vulture and Eagle, Swift and Albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird travelled deep into the Frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the gods' terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff where the golden cask struck the earth. It shattered. The heart was all full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon Winter's Breath bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never escape again. And all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan honored above even the loftiest eagles. The Ptarmigan, a Navarre tale from Ferelden Folklore and History by Sister Petrine. What a story that is. Tiny little bird. Tiny little hobbit bird won the day. How wild. Where are we now? There are still more caverns to discover, and I think, because this has become much bigger than I anticipated in the caverns, we're going to bring this episode of Dragon Age Origins to a close. So thank you so much for joining me today, as next time we proceed further into these caverns, see if we can find the Urn of Sacred Ashes, and see what has become of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.